Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you something deeply important today. We live in a world where we are constantly comparing ourselves, constantly looking to others for validation, for approval, and for a sense of self-worth. But let me tell you something, the only person you need to compete with, the only person you need to focus on is you. You see, so many of us get caught up in what other people are doing. We scroll through social media, we look at the lives of others, and we start to feel like we're not enough. But here's the truth, the more time you spend focusing on someone else's path, the more you neglect your own journey. The more you compare, the more you lose sight of your unique potential. You owe it to yourself to pour all that energy inward. Instead of thinking about what someone else has achieved, ask yourself, what am I doing to achieve my goals? How can I better myself today? Because when you focus on yourself, amazing things start to happen. Your growth, your happiness, your success, they all come from within. So let go of the need to compare. Release the habit of constantly measuring your worth by someone else's standards. Today is the day to start focusing on your path, your purpose, your passion. It's time to choose you. Your life is your own race, and it's a race unlike anyone else's. Each of us is on a journey that is uniquely ours with its own set of challenges, opportunities, and experiences. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, looking at what others are doing, where they are, or how quickly they seem to be moving ahead. But when you realize that their race has nothing to do with yours, a deep sense of liberation follows. Imagine running on a track where each lane represents someone else's life. You see people in the lanes beside you, some sprinting ahead, some lagging behind. It's tempting to glance over, to measure your progress against theirs. But the moment you do that, you lose focus on your own lane, your own path. And here's the truth, their pace, their challenges, their triumphs, and even their setbacks have nothing to do with you. The race you are running is against no one but yourself. Your journey is designed specifically for you, with every turn, every uphill battle, every smooth stretch shaped by your own choices, circumstances, and dreams. Just because someone else's race looks different, maybe it seems easier, or maybe it looks tougher, doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's just not yours. Their path doesn't invalidate yours, and their success doesn't diminish your potential. When you focus on your race, the distractions fade away, and you start to find clarity. You see that you can move at your own pace, and that pace is perfect for where you need to be. And here's another thing, there is no finish line you have to reach by a certain time. Life isn't about who gets there first. It's not about speed, but about endurance and persistence. Some people may hit their goals sooner, while others take longer to find their stride. But the time it takes is irrelevant, because your journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. When you accept that life is your own race, you stop worrying about keeping up with others. You start to value your own progress. Whether you're moving quickly or slowly, you're still moving forward. And forward is what matters. You realize that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you're supposed to be. Every detour, every obstacle is just a part of your race, teaching you lessons and helping you grow. Moreover, you become more attuned to what truly matters to you. Often, when we compare ourselves to others, we end up chasing goals that aren't even ours, things we think we should want because someone else has them. But when you focus on your own race, you start to understand what success looks like for you. You stop measuring your worth by someone else's accomplishments, and you begin to define your own standards of success, fulfillment, and happiness. This shift empowers you to live authentically, free from the weight of external expectations. And most importantly, when you see life as your own race, you understand that setbacks don't mean failure, they just mean you're still running. Sometimes you'll stumble, sometimes you'll slow down, but that's okay. As long as you stay in your lane, keep moving forward, and stay true to yourself, you're exactly where you need to be. Energy flows where attention goes. This simple yet profound concept reveals a fundamental truth about how we shape our lives. Whatever we focus on, we inevitably fuel, whether it's a goal, an idea, a relationship, or even a worry. Our attention is like sunlight, and where we direct it is what grows. If you're constantly directing your attention toward negativity, stress, or distractions, those elements expand and consume your energy. On the other hand, when you channel your focus on growth, positivity, and your personal goals, that's where your energy and your progress will naturally flow. Think of attention like a powerful spotlight. In a dark room, wherever the beam lands becomes illuminated and clear. The more you keep that light focused on one area, the brighter and more detailed it becomes. But if you continuously shift the light, scattering it here and there, nothing really stands out, and you're left with fragmented images that don't come together as a whole. In life, this scattered focus manifests as feeling drained, overwhelmed, or stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled goals. Why? Because your energy is divided, spread thin across too many distractions or conflicting priorities. On a deeper level, attention isn't just about what you consciously decide to focus on, it's also about where your unconscious thoughts linger. If you're constantly worrying about what could go wrong, replaying past mistakes, or focusing on problems rather than solutions, your energy starts to gravitate toward those negative outcomes. It's as if you are feeding those fears and doubts with your attention, making them grow larger in your mind. Eventually, this focus influences your emotions, your actions, and ultimately your reality. In contrast, when you direct your attention toward the things you want to see flourish, like your goals, passions, and well-being, your energy follows suit. Suddenly, your actions become aligned with your aspirations. You begin to notice opportunities you hadn't seen before because you're actively seeking them out. The mind works in remarkable ways. When you focus on growth, you prime yourself to see the world through a lens of possibility. The choices you make, the habits you form, and even the people you attract into your life are all influenced by this directed attention. What's important to understand is that where you place your attention also determines where your energy isn't going. Every moment spent focusing on distractions or negativity is energy taken away from what could be moving you forward. If you're spending hours worrying about someone else's opinion of you, that's energy not being used to better yourself. If you're constantly thinking about how difficult a task is, you're sapping the energy that could instead be used to tackle it. This redirection of attention is key to reclaiming your power and putting your energy into the things that truly matter. And let's not forget the emotional aspect of attention. Where your attention goes also impacts your mood, your resilience, and your sense of fulfillment. Focusing on the negative aspects of your life, what's lacking, what's not going well, inevitably drains your emotional reserves. You start to feel defeated before you've even tried. But when you deliberately shift your focus toward what's working, what you're grateful for, and the progress you've made, you energize yourself. That positive focus generates motivation and sustains you through challenges. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about intentionally choosing where your energy flows. You have the power to direct your attention, and therefore you have the power to direct your life. It's about prioritizing your time, your thoughts, and your actions in alignment with your highest values and goals. The more you practice this, the more you'll notice how much of your life is a reflection of where you've consistently placed your attention. In moments of uncertainty or stress, it's crucial to ask yourself, where is my attention right now? Is it on something that's moving me forward or holding me back? The answer to this question often reveals where your energy is being spent and whether it's helping or hindering you. By mastering your attention, you become the architect of your life. You realize that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances or random distractions. Instead, you can choose moment by moment where your energy goes, knowing that whatever you focus on, you are bringing into your reality. Comparisons are distractions that pull us away from our own unique path and progress. When we compare ourselves to others, we take our focus off what truly matters, our personal growth, happiness, and goals, and instead become consumed by what others have, what they've achieved, or where they're going. This habit of comparison robs us of our energy, creativity, and peace of mind, leaving us feeling inadequate, unworthy, or as though we are falling behind. At the core of comparison is the false assumption that everyone is on the same journey or operating under the same circumstances. But life isn't a standardized test with the same questions for everyone. It's a personal journey with unique experiences, challenges, and timing. Each person is working with a different set of circumstances, talents, and opportunities. When we compare ourselves to someone else, we are comparing the entirety of our lives, our struggles, setbacks, and progress to a snapshot of theirs, which often isn't the full story. What we see on the surface may not reflect the complexity of their path, just as others can't fully understand the intricacies of ours. Comparisons are distractions because they shift our attention outward rather than inward. Instead of focusing on how we can improve, how we can better ourselves, or how far we've come, we become fixated on someone else's success or life. This external focus makes it nearly impossible to nurture our own potential. It's like running a race while constantly looking sideways. You can't run your best race if you're too busy checking where others are. The more we invest our energy in what someone else is doing, the less energy we have to invest in ourselves. Moreover, comparison often leads to feelings of envy, insecurity, and frustration. When we look at someone else's success, we might feel that their achievements diminish our own or that we're not enough in comparison. But this emotional drain doesn't serve us, it only reinforces a scarcity mindset, where we believe that someone else's success somehow reduces the chances of our own. In reality, success is abundant, and another person's accomplishments have no bearing on what we're capable of achieving. Yet comparison tricks us into thinking that if someone is ahead, we must be behind. This mindset breeds dissatisfaction and keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. On the flip side, comparison can also inflate our ego if we find ourselves ahead of others in some areas. But this too is a distraction. It leads us to a false sense of superiority and complacency, where we might stop pushing ourselves to grow, thinking we've already reached a higher level than someone else. But personal growth is not about being better than anyone else, it's about being better than who we were yesterday. When we get caught up in comparisons, we miss the opportunity to genuinely self-reflect and improve. One of the biggest problems with comparison is that it distorts our vision of success and happiness. We might start pursuing goals or dreams that aren't even ours, simply because we see someone else doing it and assume it's what we should be doing too. This is the ultimate distraction, losing sight of what truly matters to us because we are so busy chasing what matters to others. When we measure our lives against someone else's, we risk living a life that isn't aligned with our own values, desires, or purpose. And when that happens, no matter how much we achieve, we will never feel fulfilled. Comparisons are also rooted in a misunderstanding of timing. Everyone's life unfolds on its own schedule. Some people achieve certain milestones early, while others take more time. Neither is better or worse, it's just different. When we compare ourselves to someone who seems to be ahead, we forget that our timing is our own. We all have seasons of growth, learning, and even setback. What matters is how we navigate our journey, not how quickly we reach the next milestone compared to others. By constantly measuring ourselves against others, we distract ourselves from appreciating our own progress. We overlook the things we've achieved, the lessons we've learned, and the growth we've experienced because we're too focused on someone else's path. This robs us of gratitude and joy in the present moment. When we focus on comparison, we lose sight of how far we've come, which can lead to a perpetual sense of dissatisfaction, even when we're making great strides. Ultimately, comparisons are distractions because they prevent us from being fully present with ourselves. The energy we spend watching others could be spent on our own growth, our own goals, and our own joy. The more we let go of comparison, the more space we create to discover who we really are and what we truly want. By focusing on our own journey, we reclaim our energy, our purpose, and our potential, free from the unnecessary distractions of others' lives. Success is deeply personal, and its definition varies from person to person based on values, goals, and individual experiences. What might look like success to one person may not fulfill or resonate with another, because success is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is shaped by our unique life experiences, passions, and desires. Understanding this allows us to free ourselves from societal pressures, external expectations, and the need for validation from others. It means recognizing that our journey and our idea of success are uniquely ours, crafted by our dreams, talents, and the paths we choose. For some, success might mean achieving financial independence, while for others, it could mean building meaningful relationships, pursuing a passion, or making a positive impact on the world. What drives one person to feel accomplished may have little significance to another. That's why success cannot be universally measured or defined by external standards like wealth, status, or accolades. It goes beyond the visible markers of achievement and speaks to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. One of the reasons success is so personal is because it stems from our core values. What we deem important in life, whether it's family, creativity, personal freedom, or professional excellence, shapes how we view success. For someone who values time with loved ones, success might look like creating a life where work doesn't dominate their time, while for someone else who values innovation, success could be launching groundbreaking ideas or starting their own business. This is why chasing someone else's version of success can leave us feeling unfulfilled, even if we achieve what society praises. We can have all the external signs of success, money, status, recognition, but if it doesn't align with what's truly important to us, it will feel hollow. Another key reason success is deeply personal is that each of us defines it in the context of our life circumstances, challenges, and experiences. Some people may have to overcome significant personal obstacles like health issues, family responsibilities, or difficult environments just to reach a place of stability and peace. For them, success could be about resilience, surviving, and thriving despite adversity. Others with different resources or backgrounds might see success in pushing their boundaries or exploring new horizons. Each person's journey is shaped by factors that aren't visible to the outside world, and thus comparing one person's success to another's is neither fair nor accurate. What might look like a small win to someone else could be a monumental victory for you, and vice versa. Success is also tied to personal growth and self-discovery. It evolves as we evolve. What once seemed like success, a certain job, a particular lifestyle, may no longer feel meaningful as we grow and change. It's a dynamic process, not a fixed destination. Often people spend years striving for a goal, only to achieve it and realize it doesn't bring the sense of fulfillment they expected. This happens because they were chasing an idea of success that was based on societal pressures, family expectations, or external validation, rather than what truly resonated with them. Personal success, in contrast, is about aligning your achievements with your evolving sense of self. The personal nature of success also means that it is subjective and can be deeply intimate. We each have different benchmarks for what success feels like. Some people may feel successful in the quiet moments, spending time with family, creating art, or simply enjoying peace of mind, while others may equate success with public recognition or leadership roles. Neither is wrong, both are valid. It's the meaning we attach to these experiences that makes success personal. When we chase success based on someone else's standards, we can lose sight of the things that bring us genuine happiness and fulfillment. Success being personal also implies that we must define it for ourselves without being overly influenced by societal norms or the expectations of others. This requires introspection and the courage to ask, what does success look like to me? What would make me feel fulfilled, regardless of what the world says I should do? This level of self-awareness is crucial because it allows us to pursue goals that genuinely satisfy us rather than chasing superficial measures of success that others deem important. It empowers us to live authentically, making decisions that resonate with our inner desires rather than seeking approval or validation from outside sources. Moreover, success is deeply tied to our purpose in life, and our purpose is something only we can define. It might take time to discover what truly drives us, and it might shift throughout different phases of our lives. For some, purpose might involve contributing to a larger cause or creating something that will outlast them, while for others it might be about personal happiness, family, or self-expression. When we connect success with our purpose, it becomes far more meaningful and sustainable. No longer are we chasing fleeting achievements or trying to keep up with others, but instead, we are living a life aligned with what matters most to us. Finally, success being personal means it's often not visible to the outside world. It doesn't always come with applause, recognition, or material rewards. In fact, some of the most profound forms of success are internal, finding peace, healing from past wounds, or achieving a sense of balance in life. These victories may go unnoticed by others, but they hold immense value for the individual. Success, in this sense, is about feeling a deep sense of satisfaction with where you are, who you are becoming, and what you are contributing to the world, even if it doesn't conform to society's expectations. Ultimately, success is a reflection of the unique combination of our values, dreams, challenges, and life experiences. It is deeply personal because it is shaped by what we find meaningful and fulfilling, not by what others dictate or expect. When we embrace this truth, we gain the freedom to define success on our own terms and to pursue a life that genuinely resonates with who we are. This is where true fulfillment lies, when our success is a reflection of our authentic selves rather than a response to external pressures. You are your greatest investment. Now, I want you to let that sink in for a moment. Because the truth is, no matter what's happening around you, no matter what challenges you're facing, what setbacks you've endured, or what doubts you carry, you are the most important resource you will ever have. And how you choose to nurture, care for, and believe in yourself will determine the quality of your life. When we talk about investments, people often think about money, careers, or relationships, but the most significant investment you'll ever make is in yourself. Because, honey, when you invest in you, everything else starts to fall into place. Your career, your relationships, your dreams, they all become reflections of how much you've poured into your own growth, your own self-worth, and your own happiness. I'm not just talking about taking care of yourself physically, though that's important too. I'm talking about investing in your mind, your spirit, your emotional well-being. The time and energy you spend on learning, growing, and becoming the best version of yourself, it's priceless. No one else can do this for you. No one else can give you the sense of peace, fulfillment, and purpose that comes from truly investing in yourself. Let me tell you something, the world can be full of distractions. It can pull you in 1,000 different directions, making you feel like you have to keep up with everyone else's idea of success or happiness. But when you focus on yourself, on nurturing your own talents, your passions, your dreams, you become unstoppable. You start to realize that everything you've been looking for outside of yourself already exists within you. So what does it mean to invest in yourself? It means making choices that honor who you are and who you want to become. It means prioritizing your own well-being, even when the world tells you to put everyone and everything else first. It means setting boundaries, letting go of toxic influences, and choosing environments that lift you up rather than tear you down. Investing in yourself means understanding that you are worthy of time, care, and attention, because if you don't value yourself, who will? And let me be real with you, sometimes investing in yourself requires hard work. It means facing your fears, confronting your insecurities, and doing the inner work to heal and grow. It's not always easy, but I promise you it's always worth it. The more you invest in yourself, the more you'll see the dividends in every aspect of your life. You'll attract better opportunities, deeper relationships, and a stronger sense of purpose. Why? Because you've raised your own vibration. You've told the universe, I am worthy of the best, and the universe will respond in kind. Now let's talk about how you can invest in yourself every day. First, invest in your learning. Never stop educating yourself. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, or simply staying curious about the world, the more you expand your mind, the richer your life becomes. Your mind is your greatest tool, and what you put into it shapes your reality. So feed it well, feed it knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. Next, invest in your health physically, emotionally, and mentally. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, and when you take care of it, you're investing in your future. Exercise, eat well, rest when you need to, and don't forget to feed your soul too. Practice mindfulness, meditate, spend time doing things that make you feel alive. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. When you're healthy and whole, you're better able to show up for the people and things that matter most to you. Invest in your dreams. Listen, your dreams are the blueprint for the life you're meant to live. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from pursuing what's in your heart. Every step you take toward your dream, no matter how small, is an investment in your future. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Start now, because every day you're not working toward your dream is a day lost. And here's the thing, you deserve to live a life that excites you, a life that reflects your deepest desires. But it starts with believing that you're worth that investment. And most importantly, invest in your self-love. I cannot stress this enough. The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. When you love yourself deeply and unapologetically, you stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop seeking validation from others because you know that you are enough just as you are. Self-love is not a destination, it's a practice. It's choosing every single day to treat yourself with kindness, compassion, and respect. It's recognizing that you are worthy of love, not because of what you've accomplished, but simply because you exist. Remember, no one can give you the love, success, or fulfillment you're seeking if you don't first give it to yourself. You have to believe that you're worth investing in, even when it feels hard, even when you stumble, even when you doubt. Because the truth is, you are your greatest asset. You have everything inside you to create the life you want, but it starts with pouring into yourself first. So invest in yourself without hesitation, without guilt, and without apology. Because when you do, you're not just investing in your present, you're investing in your future. And trust me, when you make you your priority, the rest of the world will follow. Others' opinions are not your truth. We live in a world where everyone seems to have an opinion about who we should be, what we should do, and how we should live our lives. These opinions can come from family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, but they are just that, opinions. They are shaped by other people's experiences, perceptions, and limitations, not by your reality or potential. When we allow others' opinions to define us, we give away our power, letting external voices drown out our own inner truth. The truth is, no one knows your journey better than you. No one has lived your experiences, walked in your shoes, or felt your dreams. Yet too often we internalize what others think of us, letting their judgments or criticisms affect how we see ourselves. But their opinions are not a reflection of your worth, your capabilities, or your path. Just because someone believes something about you doesn't make it true. Their perspective is limited to their worldview, their biases, and their understanding of life, which is entirely separate from yours. When you let others' opinions define your sense of self, you lose touch with who you really are. You start doubting yourself, questioning your choices, and sometimes even abandoning your dreams to fit into someone else's version of success or happiness. But their views are based on their experiences, not your truth. What's true for them may not be true for you, and that's okay. Your truth comes from within, from knowing yourself, trusting your instincts, and staying aligned with your own values and desires. It's important to recognize that people's opinions are often projections of their own insecurities, fears, or limitations. When someone criticizes your choices or doubts your abilities, it often says more about their own internal struggles than it does about you. They may not believe in your vision because they can't see beyond their own limitations. They may try to impose their fears on you because they've been too afraid to take risks themselves. But their fears are not your fears, and their doubts are not your doubts. You are free to follow your own path, even if others can't understand it. The danger of letting others' opinions define you is that it can lead you to live a life that's not authentic to who you are. You start making decisions based on what will please others, what will pleaseism, or what will avoid criticism, or what will gain approval rather than what truly resonates with you. But living for others' approval is a losing game because no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. You can't please everyone, and the more you try, the further you drift from your own truth. And in the end, the only person you have to live with is yourself. So why not live a life that feels true to you rather than a life shaped by other people's expectations? Your truth is found in your heart, your intuition, and your inner voice. It's the quiet knowing inside you that tells you when something feels right or wrong, regardless of what anyone else thinks. It's the deep sense of alignment you feel when you're pursuing your passion or living in a way that honors your values. That's the truth you need to trust, not the fleeting opinions of others. Those opinions will come and go, but your truth remains. The moment you stop seeking validation from others is the moment you take back your power. You begin to live life on your terms, grounded in your own truth. You realize that you don't need others' approval to feel worthy, successful, or loved. You are already enough just as you are. Others' opinions can offer perspective, but they should never define who you are or what you're capable of achieving. When you fully embrace this, you become free to live authentically without the weight of others' judgments holding you back. So remember, others' opinions are just that, opinions, not facts. They do not define your potential, your path, or your worth. Only you can define your truth, and that truth is found within you, not in the voices of those around you. Trust yourself, follow your heart, and live your life according to your own values and dreams. That is where your real power and freedom lie. Your potential is limitless. This truth is often forgotten or underestimated because we tend to define ourselves by the limitations we've been taught to believe in, whether those limits come from society, past experiences, or our own fears and doubts. But the reality is that human potential knows no bounds. You have within you the capacity to grow, evolve, and achieve far beyond what you might currently imagine. The only real limitations are the ones you accept as true. We are all born with infinite potential, but somewhere along the way, many of us begin to doubt it. We internalize messages from others telling us what we can and cannot do, or we set our own limits based on past failures, fears of the unknown, or comparisons to others. These mental barriers become the ceiling we place over ourselves, and we start to believe that our abilities, opportunities, and achievements have a fixed endpoint. But the truth is, your potential isn't something that can be boxed in. It's expansive and ever-growing. as long as you are willing to believe in it and nurture it. One of the key reasons why your potential is limitless is because of your ability to learn and adapt. No matter where you start in life, no matter how many setbacks you face, you can always learn new skills, gain new perspectives, and develop new strengths. Growth isn't something that stops after a certain age or after reaching a particular milestone. It is a lifelong process. Every challenge you face, every failure you encounter, is an opportunity to expand your capacity to grow in ways you may not have thought possible. When you understand this, you start to see every obstacle not as a limitation, but as a stepping stone toward greater potential. Another reason your potential is boundless is that your mind and imagination are infinite. The ideas you can dream up, the visions you can create, and the innovations you can contribute to the world are only limited by the scope of your imagination. History is filled with examples of people who, despite seeming limitations, achieved extraordinary things because they believed in the power of their potential. These individuals weren't inherently different from anyone else. They simply tapped into the limitless potential that resides in all of us. They had the courage to think bigger, to envision possibilities where others saw impossibilities. Your potential is also limitless because you are always evolving. You are not the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, or even yesterday. Every experience, every interaction, every new piece of knowledge shapes you in ways that unlock more of your potential. As long as you are open to growth, you will continue to discover new capabilities within yourself. The path to unlocking your potential is ongoing. It doesn't end with one achievement or one success. It's a continual process of becoming more of who you are meant to be. It's also important to recognize that your potential isn't limited to one area of your life. You are a multidimensional being capable of excelling in many different areas professionally, personally, creatively, spiritually. But too often we narrow our focus believing that we can only be good at one thing or achieve success in one realm. But you have the potential to thrive in any aspect of life that you dedicate yourself to. You can be a successful entrepreneur, a loving parent, a creative artist, a lifelong learner, and so much more. Your potential is not confined to one role or identity. It stretches across every aspect of who you are. Unlocking your limitless potential requires shifting your mindset. You have to let go of the belief that you are fixed or limited in your abilities. It means challenging the voices, whether internal or external, that tell you you can't, and replacing them with the affirmation, I can. This isn't just about blind optimism, it's about recognizing that you have the power to grow, adapt, and persevere. When you believe in your limitless potential, you approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and possibility, rather than fear or doubt. You see setbacks as temporary and surmountable, rather than as defining barriers. It also requires action. Believing in your limitless potential isn't enough on its own. You have to be willing to take steps toward realizing it. That means being willing to take risks, to fail, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to keep pushing forward even when the path ahead isn't clear. Potential becomes reality through action, through consistent effort, and through a commitment to self-improvement. The more you challenge yourself, the more your potential will unfold. There's something profoundly freeing about embracing the idea that your potential is limitless. It means you don't have to live confined by your past, by others' expectations, or by the circumstances you find yourself in today. You have the power to create change, to redefine what's possible for yourself, and to grow beyond anything you've imagined. Your potential is as vast as you allow it to be. When you stop limiting yourself, you begin to see opportunities where once there were only obstacles. You begin to trust in your ability to figure things out, to learn what you need to learn, and to become who you need to become. Ultimately, recognizing that your potential is limitless allows you to live more fully. It empowers you to dream bigger, to push yourself further, and to tap into the extraordinary power that resides within you. You are capable of so much more than you may realize. And when you begin to see yourself in this light, the possibilities for your life become infinite. Self-focus builds confidence because it allows you to develop a deep sense of self-awareness, clarity, and trust in your own abilities. When you focus on yourself, your growth, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your goals, you begin to cultivate a relationship with yourself that is grounded in truth rather than external validation. Instead of comparing yourself to others or worrying about what they think, you concentrate on what you can control: your actions, your mindset, and your own progress. This self-awareness is the foundation of confidence, as it helps you to understand who you are, what you want, and how capable you are of achieving it. When you focus on yourself, you get in tune with your personal strengths. Confidence comes from knowing what you bring to the table, and that knowledge only develops when you take the time to explore and refine your talents. This self-exploration allows you to see where you excel, giving you the confidence to pursue opportunities and challenges in areas where you know you can thrive. It also allows you to accept your limitations without feeling defeated. Focusing on yourself means you can view those limitations not as weaknesses, but as areas for growth, which helps to remove fear and self-doubt. Self-focus also involves setting personal goals and taking action toward them. Confidence doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's built through consistent effort and the accomplishment of meaningful milestones. When you focus on your own journey, you take responsibility for your progress. Each step forward, no matter how small, adds to your sense of achievement. These small wins accumulate, creating a feedback loop that reinforces your confidence. As you meet goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable and competent, and that feeling becomes ingrained in your self-image. Moreover, self-focus helps you develop resilience, another key component of confidence. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but when you focus on yourself, you learn how to navigate those difficulties with strength and determination. You stop relying on others to tell you what you should do or how you should feel. Instead, you learn to trust your own judgment and ability to handle adversity. This trust in yourself breeds confidence because you realize that no matter what happens, you can figure it out and keep moving forward. Self-focus also removes the distractions that undermine confidence, particularly the habit of comparison. When you spend too much time comparing yourself to others, you often end up feeling inadequate or insecure. You see others' successes and wonder why you haven't achieved the same, or you judge yourself based on superficial standards that have nothing to do with your own path. But when you shift your focus inward, you stop worrying about what others are doing and start focusing on what you can do. You remind yourself that your journey is unique, and your confidence grows as you stay grounded in your own progress rather than getting lost in comparisons. In addition, self-focus fosters a mindset of self-compassion, which is crucial for building confidence. When you are truly focused on yourself, you become more in tune with your own needs, emotions, and challenges. You learn to treat yourself with kindness and patience, even when you fall short or make mistakes. Instead of beating yourself up, you recognize that growth is a process and setbacks are a natural part of it. This self-compassion allows you to bounce back more easily from failures, and it builds confidence because it teaches you that you are worthy of success and capable of growth, even when things don't go perfectly. Focusing on yourself also helps you build confidence by sharpening your ability to set boundaries. Confidence comes, in part, from knowing your worth and not allowing others to diminish it. When you focus on your own needs and priorities, you become more attuned to what is right for you and what isn't. You gain the confidence to say no to things that don't align with your values or that drain your energy. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, and when you respect yourself, you naturally feel more confident in your decisions and in how you interact with the world. Another powerful aspect of self-focus is that it helps you quiet the noise of self-doubt. When you spend too much time worrying about others' opinions or trying to meet their expectations, it's easy to let self-doubt creep in. You start questioning whether you're good enough or whether you're on the right path. But self-focus centers your attention on your own inner voice. It helps you tune out the doubts and criticisms from the outside world and replace them with your own affirmations of strength and capability. The more you focus on what you know to be true about yourself, the less room there is for doubt. Finally, self-focus builds confidence by helping you cultivate authenticity. Confidence is not about pretending to be something you're not, it's about being comfortable with who you truly are. When you focus on yourself, you give yourself permission to be authentic, to honor your true desires, and to live in alignment with your values. This authenticity is where real confidence is born, because it comes from a deep sense of self-acceptance. You are no longer trying to fit into someone else's mold or live up to external expectations. You are living as your true self, and that is a powerful source of confidence. In the end, self-focus isn't about being selfish or ignoring the needs of others. It's about recognizing that the foundation of your confidence must come from within. By focusing on yourself, on your growth, your strengths, your goals, and your inner truth, you build a sense of self-worth and capability that no one else can give you or take away. This internal confidence becomes the bedrock upon which all other successes are built, empowering you to face life's challenges with resilience, grace, and a belief in your own limitless potential. Gratitude grounds you in a way that few other practices can. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, where negativity and stress seem to loom large, gratitude serves as a powerful anchor, helping you connect to the present moment and appreciate what truly matters. When you cultivate gratitude, you shift your focus away from what's lacking or what's wrong in your life and direct it toward the abundance and positivity that already exists around you. This shift in perspective can transform your entire experience of life. At its core, gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the good things, no matter how small. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments that often go unnoticed: the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of a friend, the taste of a delicious meal. When you take the time to acknowledge these moments, you create a mental space that allows you to appreciate life as it unfolds, rather than rushing through it or getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. This practice of mindfulness, rooted in gratitude, helps you become more aware of the beauty and richness of your life as it is, grounding you in the here and now. One of the most significant benefits of gratitude is its ability to shift your mindset. When you consciously focus on what you are thankful for, you begin to rewire your brain to look for the positive aspects of your life, even in challenging circumstances. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it means recognizing that there is still goodness present, even when times are tough. This shift can lead to greater emotional resilience as you learn to draw strength from the positives and find hope amidst adversity. By grounding yourself in gratitude, you cultivate a mindset that fosters optimism and encourages you to approach challenges with a more balanced perspective. Gratitude also helps to cultivate a sense of connection to others. When you acknowledge the contributions of those around you, whether it's the support of friends and family, the kindness of a stranger, or the beauty of nature, you strengthen your sense of belonging and community. This connection can be incredibly grounding, reminding you that you are not alone in your journey. It fosters empathy and appreciation, creating a ripple effect that enhances your relationships. Expressing gratitude can deepen bonds as it encourages openness, vulnerability, and a shared sense of appreciation for life's blessings. The more you practice gratitude, the more you build a network of support and love that can ground you in times of uncertainty. Moreover, grounding yourself in gratitude has tangible benefits for your mental and emotional health. Research has shown that individuals who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. When you focus on the positive aspects of your life, you activate the brain's reward system, releasing feel-good chemicals such as dopamine and serotonin. This physiological response not only enhances your mood, but also creates a sense of stability and safety in your emotional landscape. As you cultivate gratitude, you create a positive feedback loop where feeling good reinforces more gratitude, creating a solid foundation for emotional well-being. Practicing gratitude can also foster a sense of purpose. When you take the time to reflect on what you are thankful for, you often uncover the deeper meanings and values that shape your life. This reflection can lead to greater self-awareness, helping you understand what truly matters to you. As you identify the people, experiences, and opportunities that fill you with gratitude, you become more in tune with your passions and aspirations. This clarity can ground you in your sense of purpose, guiding your decisions and actions as you move forward. You begin to make choices that align with your values, creating a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Additionally, gratitude can enhance your ability to navigate change and uncertainty. Life is full of transitions, and it's easy to feel unmoored when faced with the unknown. However, when you ground yourself in gratitude, you cultivate a mindset that embraces change rather than fears it. You learn to see transitions as opportunities for growth, and the practice of gratitude helps you remain centered, reminding you of the support and abundance that exist in your life. This grounding allows you to face new challenges with a sense of calm and confidence rather than anxiety or despair. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Simple practices like keeping a gratitude journal, sharing what you're thankful for with loved ones, or taking a moment each day to reflect on your blessings can have a profound impact. By making gratitude a regular part of your life, you reinforce the habit of focusing on the positive, which creates a more grounded, resilient mindset. Over time, these practices will help to anchor you, especially during tumultuous times, reminding you of the beauty and abundance that surrounds you. Ultimately, gratitude grounds you by fostering a deeper connection to yourself, others, and the world around you. It allows you to step back from the chaos of daily life and appreciate the richness of your experiences. When you practice gratitude, you create a strong foundation of emotional well-being, resilience, and connection, helping you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. In a world that can often feel overwhelming, grounding yourself in gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate peace, joy, and a deep appreciation for the journey of life. You are worthy just as you are. This fundamental truth can sometimes be difficult to internalize, especially in a world that constantly bombards us with messages about how we should look, act, or achieve in order to be deemed worthy. We often find ourselves chasing external validation, feeling that our worth is contingent upon our accomplishments, our appearances, or the approval of others. However, the reality is that worthiness is not something to be earned or proven. It is inherent and unconditional. From the moment you entered this world, you were worthy simply because you exist. Your worth is not determined by your job title, your bank account, or how many likes you receive on social media. It is intrinsic, rooted in your very being. Every human being has value, and that value is not contingent on meeting arbitrary standards set by society or other people. You are a unique individual with your own thoughts, feelings, and experiences, and that in itself makes you worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Recognizing that you are worthy just as you are allows you to embrace yourself fully. It frees you from the shackles of comparison, letting go of the need to measure yourself against others. Each person has their own journey, their own struggles, and their own triumphs. When you stop comparing yourself to those around you, you begin to appreciate your own journey and the unique gifts you bring to the table. You start to see that your experiences, both the highs and the lows, contribute to your growth and shape who you are. This self-acceptance becomes a powerful affirmation of your inherent worthiness. Moreover, understanding your worthiness fosters self-compassion. When you recognize that you are worthy, flaws and all, you learn to treat yourself with kindness rather than judgment. You become more forgiving of your mistakes and shortcomings, understanding that they do not define you. This compassion allows you to embrace your humanity and imperfections, recognizing that it is perfectly normal to have moments of struggle and doubt. It encourages you to engage in self-care practices, nurturing yourself and honoring your needs without guilt or hesitation. Self-compassion is a vital component of self-worth. It cultivates a nurturing relationship with yourself that affirms your value. Your worthiness also empowers you to set healthy boundaries. When you recognize your intrinsic value, you become more assertive in protecting your time, energy, and well-being. You start to realize that you deserve to be treated with respect, and you no longer tolerate relationships or situations that undermine your worth. Establishing boundaries becomes an act of self-love, ensuring that you prioritize your needs and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. This empowerment reinforces your sense of worth as you actively choose to engage in relationships and environments that reflect the respect and value you have for yourself. In addition, knowing that you are worthy just as you are encourages you to pursue your passions and dreams unapologetically. Many people hold back from chasing their goals due to feelings of unworthiness, believing that they need to prove themselves before they can aspire to greatness. However, when you recognize your inherent worth, you become emboldened to pursue what sets your soul on fire, regardless of whether you feel ready or qualified. You understand that your dreams are valid and you are worthy of the journey, regardless of the outcome. This liberation can lead to extraordinary personal growth and fulfillment as you take risks and step outside your comfort zone, motivated by your belief in your own value. Furthermore, embracing your worthiness fosters resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and disappointments, and it's easy to feel discouraged when faced with obstacles. However, when you know you are worthy, you cultivate an inner strength that enables you to bounce back from adversity. You understand that your value is not diminished by failure or rejection. Rather, these experiences are simply part of your growth journey. This resilience empowers you to persist in the face of difficulties, learning and evolving along the way, while maintaining a deep-rooted sense of self-worth. Your worthiness also extends to your capacity for love and connection. When you understand that you are worthy just as you are, you become more open to receiving love from others. You recognize that you deserve to be loved for your authentic self, not for an idealized version of who you think you should be. This openness allows for deeper, more meaningful relationships as you invite others to see you for who you truly are. You create a safe space for vulnerability, enabling you to connect on a profound level and experience the richness of genuine human connection. It's also essential to remember that worthiness is not something that fluctuates based on circumstances or external validation. There may be times when you feel down, when you face criticism, or when you experience self-doubt. However, these feelings do not define your worth. Your inherent value remains constant no matter the ups and downs of life. Recognizing this truth helps you to navigate the inevitable challenges with grace, reminding you that your worth is unwavering, regardless of the circumstances. Ultimately, understanding that you are worthy just as you are is a transformative journey. It is about shedding the layers of self-doubt and insecurity that have accumulated over time and embracing the truth of your existence. You are deserving of love, respect, and happiness simply because you are you. This acceptance can lead to profound changes in how you see yourself and how you engage with the world. As you cultivate this understanding, you open yourself up to a life filled with authenticity, joy, and fulfillment. So remember, your worthiness is not conditional. It is an unshakable truth that resides within you, waiting to be acknowledged and embraced. You are worthy just as you are, and it's time to celebrate the beautiful, unique individual that you are. Remember, when you focus on you, the world opens up in ways you can't even imagine. So let today be the day you choose yourself. Thank you.